and talk about, it's the ones where we didn't agree. Those are the ones that'll be, those are the ones that'll be interesting to talk about. I think the ingress egress is back in here. Did you see it? There's that exhibit C. Did you see Jen's response? I didn't. Okay, she responded. Right here, see? Okay. Right there.
Yeah, she was good.
But it looks like it's going to be an easement from somebody else's because it's almost like it's land. Yeah. So, thank you for that. What did Jen say? I should look, I'm already on. She just said the plat isn't required.
So we'll just reschedule.
The DA, yeah. Okay. You were copied on
then
it.
I'll,
So if you're on your email, you got copies. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have you leave here with me.
Jen, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yes, she is.
Mr. Rivas is here, but he and his wife haven't signed the development agreement, so Tricia's having a conversation about sending the agreement with him, and then we'll just reschedule the signing of that for a later day when we get it back.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Okay, so if you had plans to send Kathy over, we don't need her.
Okay, I'll let her know. I'll send her a message right now. Well,
Oh, okay.
Kelly.
Tricia said she's not, oh, Kelly, okay. All right, well, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. So anyway, she said they are not including any in that 2-acre area in which to utilize the residents the remainder of the land.
That's what we had to do.
Ag production.
But the first two were.
What will be through South Power Line, and an approach permit will be issued with property.
That's the whole range of stuff.
Highway District.
I always hear my mother in my ear, because man, that place was never allowed to be left.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Should I go get him?
I just hate to keep Mr. Reeves waiting. He's been waiting for 22 minutes. Now it's 24 minutes.
He's just finishing up an email, and he said he'll be writing.
Did he say go ahead?
He said I'll be right there. But I mean, we could.
We can go ahead and start with the preliminary. Good morning. It is Monday, August 10th. And all 3 commissioners are here. Monica Reeves is doing the deputy clerk. We are here for a public hearing. And Tricia Nielsen is with us. She's the director of DSD for Canyon County. This is a public hearing to consider a request by Eduardo Rivas for a conditional rezone, case number CR 2020-0001. And we have WebExed this, and Jennifer Almeida, who is a planner with the DSD department in Canyon County, is on the line. So Jen, I think you're going to take this. Before we get started, we have only Mr. Rivas here and you're going to speak?
More for any questions you guys might have.
So we'll swear you in just in case, okay? Monica?
Tricia Nilsson, Eduardo Rivas, Jennifer Almeida, do you swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? So help you God?
I do.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, Jen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'll go through my PowerPoint for this project. The subject property is approximately 31.36 acres, located in Melba's impact area. It is not located within a flood zone. The applicant is requesting a conditional rezone and development agreement. If approved, the applicant would be entitled to build a home on approximately 2 acres of the parcel. The applicant is trying to make an effort to not approve. The applicant utilize to build a home on a large amount for the residential use. Their intent is really to be able to build a home on the property and retain the remainder of the land for agriculture. I did draw on this aerial that you have on screen. It's Exhibit 5, trying to depict the area that they're wanting to build a home. So that's outlined in gray. Hopefully that kind of helps to paint a picture of what the applicant intends. The subject property is designated as agriculture on the future land use map. As restricted by the development agreement, a majority of the parcel would be retained for agricultural use, thus still meeting the intent of agriculture. The surrounding area is a mix of agriculture and residential uses. The primary zoning district in the vicinity is agriculture. However, there are residential uses adjacent to the subject property and south of the subject property along Murphy and South Power Line. There's also residential zoning located approximately 1,900 feet south of the subject property. And that's the yellow area that you see along South Power Line and Murphy Road. Exhibit 7 is the zoning map that's on the screen. The property has approximately 61 feet of frontage on South Power Line Road. Nampa Highway District stated no objection to the request so long as their standards are met. An approach permit is a required submittal with the application for a building permit. There were no agency objections or concerns received. Also, no letters of objection were received from surrounding area property owners. The Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval on June 10th of 2020. Staff has found that the request meets the standards of evaluation for a conditional rezone. As conditioned, it is harmonious with the Canyon County Comprehensive Plan. Staff is recommending approval of the request as outlined in Exhibit 1. That concludes my summary, and I will stand for questions.
Madam Chair.
Thank you, Jen. Commissioner Van Beek.
Jen, I was curious about that little tag that's on the northwest corner of the property, because this was originally split off of a 40-acre parcel back in 2009, I think. And so is that part of how they split that little flag piece up there?
This particular parcel of ground, yes, it was created in that fashion. It does not currently have a building permit available to it. There's been several divisions and adjustments on the parcels along South Power Line. However, this jog, from what I recollect looking at the old maps, was how it was shown on the survey.
And is that little piece up there supposed to be the access point to the home?
Correct. The flag that you see there, I'll try and circle it as we're talking. This piece right here. So this is the subject property. This is also part of the subject property. They're going to utilize the frontage that they have along South Power Line for their access. So it would just be a driveway from South Power Line to their home.
Thank you for the clarification.
You're
So
welcome.
just to go along with what she was saying, Jen, as you come down from that, there's the two black strips in there. Are those, does that make 3 lots? See along
Oh,
South Power
yes.
Line there? Does that, the 3 lots along there?
Yes, there's one here,
Okay.
one here, and one here.
Okay, so there's not a shared access with either one of those. They have their own at the top.
Correct. It would just be
Okay.
a driveway access for Mr. Rivas.
Okay, very good. Any other questions for Jen?
No, it's pretty clear.
Okay.
The city manager, exhibit 3 really kind of, is their site plan that shows the proposed home, and the 3 homes.
I'm sure they really outlined this very well. And
Mr. Rivas, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, I think Jennifer outlined everything.
Okay, very good.
Madam Chair, with that, I close public comment.
Second.
Moved and seconded to close public comment. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Madam Chair, this seems to me to be pretty straightforward. The applicant is requesting permission to be able to build a home site there, which makes perfect sense. And the development agreement that I've read through here does restrict further building on this piece of property. The requirement number 3, conditions the property shall be developed in substantial compliance with submitted site plan exhibit 3, and building of residence accessory structures shall be limited to approximately 2 acres of the area generally located as depicted. The remainder of the parcel shall be utilized for agricultural purposes. I think that serves to preserve the farmland, as is one of our comprehensive plan goals, and I have no objection to this particular application.
Madam Chair, just as for the record, Jen's put in there that further division would require a subdivision plat, so anything else that comes would come before planning and zoning. I don't object to this either.
Okay, if we're ready for motion, I'll attempt one here. I will make a motion that we authorize the board to sign the findings of facts and conclusions of law and order, an ordinance, and a development agreement for case number 2 CR 2020-0001.
Yes, and I'm going to include the development agreement first. You could get.
Yeah, I did include that.
Okay, I didn't send that part. Thank you. Second.
Moved and seconded to sign the findings of fact, conclusions of law and order, and the development agreement and the ordinance. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
So I have a question, Tricia. So this is 2020-0001. Is this the first case that was heard in 2020? Is that what that means?
Well, the first one, the application came in.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought that's what it meant.
So,
All
and
right. Look,
thank you very much.
On the agreement, I think they're gonna sign it later,
Yes.
so don't sign.
Don't
the
sign the
agreement.
development agreement.
Get that
Okay.
back on your calendar.
Okay.
I did that.
And then, do you want him to bring it back to our office or you?
Either way, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Whatever, probably we're more convenient. Okay.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
And then the green one is for.
Okay, perfect, all right, thank you.
And then when it's
Good.
done, just bring it back.
That will conclude this meeting.
For Jen or any of those.